Reading, I don't know if they're fake hoops or super hoops or whatever, but we've got John Hunt on the phone, who's been probably no doubt watching the game against Huddersfield tonight. Good evening, John.
Good evening, and we're the real hoops, mate, not the fake ones.
Oh, right. Oh, we can dispute that.
No, you can't dispute it. We've been there longer than the other ones.
Okay, but I think it's.
Now, be fair. Come on.
I think it's fair to say though, you lost tonight against Huddersfield. What happened?
We lost.
Yeah, but what happened? I mean, Huddersfield. You know.
Yeah, we lost. You know, you got a bunch of youngsters playing for us at the minute. I wasn't there because I live in Ireland. We don't quite get TV coverage of our games live to my house, but you know, we won one, drawn one, and lost one so far. But we got a young team and we're developing well. So.
But you are sort of taking our cast-offs, John, because I think Jamie Mackey's down there.
Oh, that cast-offs, I think it's probably improvement, mate, you know, compared to some of your players. We got Anton Ferdinand.
Absolutely, that's what I mean. It's like they're all our worst players are going to Reading. I mean,
No, I rang up on my own phone because you couldn't afford to ring me, and they're being nasty to me. No, there's no need for that, is there?
I'm just saying, any team that gets Anton Ferdinand deserves a little bit of a ribbon. In terms of Reading ambition, I mean, talking seriously now, where do you expect Reading to be come the end of the season, John?
Look, I think, you know, it's a rebuilding. You know, we didn't have owners last year. We got ripped off by a dirty Russian, and you know, we haven't been able to buy players for 312 days, I think it was. And, you know, what you think of Mackie is irrelevant, but he's a decent championship player. We've got Cox in, we've got Ferdinand, and you know, they're good squad players, and we've apparently signed Norwood apparently from Huddersfield tomorrow. But at least we can build. You know, we've lost Lafondra, which is a bit hit and miss, but he's going to Cardiff.
John, was you unhappy with that? Sorry, John, was you unhappy with the Lafondra leaving? Because obviously...
We had no choice, mate. If we didn't sell him, we'd be closed down. And then we sold a donkey of a centre-back to Cardiff for $4 million as well, which is the biggest cheap deal ever. I mean, Morrison's an okay player, but that's our problem. We haven't got decent defenders. Heck has come in and played well Saturday. He did okay, the stuffed up tonight, you know. But you've got a lot of youngsters coming through. I'd rather see these young lads coming through from Reading and you know, the local area than these plastic players that come in for a lot of money, like Man United or QPR or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you mentioned.
How many local lads are at QPR?
Well, there's a few. There's a few.
Name some. Go on, dare you?
Well, there isn't. But I mean, you're not doing the same. I mean, you've got Gasper Gulk still there. Or has he gone a long time ago?
No, he went on holiday last year, and they haven't found him since July.
Okay. In terms of
lost like usual.
You sound obviously quite upset about the takeover situation. Explain what happened there in your eyes, then.
We got sold down the river. I think that's what they call it. The Russian guy came in and promised, and then realised we weren't actually that good. Got to the Premier League, we got relegated. Went, oh bugger, I'm going to go back home, and hasn't been found since. And then luckily now we've got new owners from Thailand who seem a bit more on the ball. Majewski, as much as people rib him and do whatever, we wouldn't be a club without him. So you know he's learned his lesson, and you know they're trying to do things the right way. We can't afford to spend millions or give Harry money in a brown envelope in his back pocket. So we have to do things the proper way and try and develop the team. And I'd rather see, you know, the local lads coming through, because at least they actually care about the club.
Well, to be honest with you, John, you've got the same argument as a Fulham fan sitting left to me. But that leaves you with not much ambition. I mean, you're saying, well, I'm happy to have young. I'm happy to have.
We're a tin pot club, mate. Apparently, according to most of the rest of the world. So, you
know,
our ambition is to actually not go bankrupt. But our ambition is to actually develop a team. And if you look at our history of, you know, the last 10 years, we sold a bloke to some German team who scored the winner against Man United on Sunday for 10 million. When's the last time QPR did that?
Well, the point is, John, you're not going anywhere. A bit like
John, but with the same.
John, but you're not going anywhere. A bit like Fulham. Fulham fans sitting here saying
Fulham are not going anywhere. So they were a Premier League team for a few years and then got relegated.
Bit like yourselves.
10 years.
Huh?
Bit like yourselves. You're up and down like a yo-yo, but now you're stuck. You're never going to get back to the Premiership, John.
How do you know that? You're a sort of mind reader as well as a commentator.
It's fact. It's fact, John.
Is it fact? How can you say something's fact, mate? Seriously, you're not. we've had 3 games per season. You're like most Reading fans.
Well,
we lose a game and the whole world's over.
I'm 46, and by the time I'm 60, Reading won't be back in the Premiership, John.
And if I'm 42 and I'm 60 and Reading went back in the Premiership, I'll live with it because I'm a real fan, mate. I don't care whether we go up or down.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, though, John. You know, you're quite content at the fact that, you know, this season you're happy to finish middle of the Championship.
It's not happy to finish it, mate. It's just that's life. I'd like to be a millionaire, but I'm not going to be. I have to do my job, as like you do. I'm sure you'd like to be on doing Soccer Saturday or doing BBC Sport, but you're not. So you have to get over it, don't you?
You absolutely do, John. You absolutely do.
Exactly. So,
but I mean,
lucky for what you got, mate. That's where you have to look at life.
But the fact is, Reading haven't got much.
How do you know that? So, do you
well, it's not a matter of not knowing. It's a matter of what I see in front of me, John.
So what do you see in front of you? How do you know these things?
Well, as you said, you said you've won 1 game, you've lost 1, and you've drawn 1.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've got not much ambition. Then.
So you've lost a game this season. Does that mean you're going to get relegated? Is it?
Probably not, but we're not going to, you know. But we're not in the Championship with the ambition of finishing.
You could be again.
We're not in the.
You've got somebody who spends money galore.
But Reading spent quite a lot when they went up.
Not compared to you, mate. I mean, apparently your wage bill is bigger than one of the Atletico Madrid or something like that. You've got no actually sort of character or culture as your team. You're just a bunch of mercenaries.
Yeah, but we're in the Premiership, John.
Oh, what do you do?
I mean, you're happy and content.
Premiership, yes, but you actually not got any club, and you're also, you know, you haven't developing players, whereas we've developed players for a number of years, which is actually quite a nice. Which you've sold, you were like the Southampton as much that you've groomed them and whatever, but then you've sold them on. Not all.
Hello.
Hello. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, John. I'm just saying you've sold them on.
No, we haven't. Who can you name them, or do you just read it off a piece of paper?
Well, I don't need to read it off a piece of paper. It's fact. When you were relegated, a lot of those players left.
Who?
Well, it's just fact.
Well, name them then. Come on, if you want to actually say them, say it.
Well, I haven't got a whole list of Reading players. I'm sorry, my knowledge of Reading, I don't.
Well, you're getting somebody to actually read it out for you, are you?
No, absolutely not. But I mean, it's.
Well, name them then. Come on.
I'm saying to you, as a Reading supporter, if your ambition is to finish mid-table of the Championship, then that's not a great ambition, John.
It's not our ambition. It's nothing to do with ambition. Of course, we'd like to be in the Premier League, but you have to be realistic. We've had to get rid of players, and now we're bringing young players through. But I'd rather see young players through a club that actually want to be there. And for our future, you're not looking at the next 6 months. You're actually looking for the next 5 years, 10 years. And our history's proven over the last few years that we develop players because we've got a very good academy, unlike yourselves, and we develop players. And yes, we may have to sell them on because that's the way we do things. When we didn't sell them on and we got into a mess with the Russian owner, previously to that, we've had to sell 1 player a season, whether it's Shane Long. Now somebody's bought Shane Long for 12 million, who probably has been to the same school of buying players as Harry Redknapp. I mean, Long's not worth that much.
Which is fine, John. But what you're saying is, would you rather a Russian owner to someone like Tony Fernandes then?
It's irrelevant, mate, to be honest.
No, it's not irrelevant.
It is, because you lot are in debt. You were lucky you actually went up.
We went up, though, John.
Because if you wouldn't, you'd have been stuffed.
We went up, John.
Yeah, you did well up, and good on you.
Thank you very much. On that note, thank you very much indeed, and thanks very much for your call.
Yeah, don't get aggressive, mate. There's no need to worry about it.
I'm not aggressive. I thank you very much for your call, John.
No worries, mate. I'll see you soon.
Okay, all the best.
Take care, bye.
Okay. That's what you call banter. That's what you call banter.
It's a good thing he was on the phone.
Absolutely. You know, we bring him over from Ireland and probably punch me in the face. But, I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, he comes along with the same idea, if you like, as Fulham, in as much that he's saying, bring the youngsters through. You know, it's not about multi-millionaire signings. And you feel the same way.
He's realistic. And I think that's the thing. I support Fulham. And I know we're Fulham. We're not Man United. We don't have billions to spend. We don't have, okay, our owner's quite wealthy, but he's not willing to pump money into a club to get no return on it. And I think I like this idea of building the youth and having an academy that does produce good players. And again, with Fulham, we're not going to have a squad of Lionel Messis. If we get a Lionel Messi on our books, he's gone by the time he's 18, 19.
Well, okay. Well, that was good telly. No, I don't care what anyone says. We are going to wrap up. We've got one more break. We're going to look at AFC Wimbledon, some of the other lower league teams. After this very short break, plus go over to the girls as well.